And we are back on the Jets franchise going into week number 10. And today's opponent is going to be the crosstown New York Giants. And much like ourselves, they're going through their own rebuild process. And they're coming into this one with a record of 3-5. Now, after really close wins over the Jags and Dolphins the last couple of games, we're now in position to jump to 6-3 on the season. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get that done. Now, getting into the gameplay, the Giants have chosen to receive it first. Manning hands it off to Barkley off the right side. He slips a tackle, but then is finally brought down by Avery Williamson at the 39. That'll be a 1-yard loss to bring up 2nd and 11. They hand it to him again, and he pretty much gets the same result as the last play, and now they're facing a 3rd and long. Eli then takes the snap from the gun, drops back, and finds Evan Ingram underneath. He makes the grab there for a short completion, and that'll be an opening drive 3-and-out for the Giants. The Jets then go to the passing attack on their first drive, but Bridgewater is totally inaccurate on that play, and now we're faced with 2nd and 10. Le'Veon Bell then gets the handoff from Bridgewater off the right side, and he'll move the chains up to the 28. Next play out of the gun, Bridgewater finds Quincy Enunwa across the middle of the field, and that'll move the chains once again to set up this play on 1st and 10. After the play action, Bridgewater has to tuck it and run for his life, and he'll be escorted out of bounds after a gain of 19. That was a bit of a broken play, but we'll take it. On 1st and 10, Le'Veon gets the handoff up the middle, and he'll be brought down just shy of the first down marker at the 29. Bringing up 2nd and inches now, the Giants send pressure, and down goes Bridgewater. DeMarcus Lawrence is there on the sack, and that knocks us back to a 3rd and 7. But Bridgewater easily picks it up with Le'Veon Bell on the angle route, but check out what happens. Le'Veon Bell goes down with an injury and gets escorted to the locker room, and the status for his return is listed as doubtful. Now, before you guys flood the comment section and tell me to turn the injuries down, I've already done that. The injury slider is now set to, I believe, 20, whereas before it was set to 50. So as you can see, guys are still getting injured, and unfortunately, it's just one of those things we're going to have to deal with. But anyways, picking things back up here on 3rd and 5. After the play action fake, Bridgewater drops back and finds Quincy Enunwa wide open for the touchdown. So the 10-play opening drive gives us an early lead of 7-0, and now we get to see how Eli and the Giants respond. On the first play, Eli looking for Ingram near the sidelines. He makes the grab downfield, and after one play, the Giants are in Jets territory. Next play on 1st and 10, Eli looking for Ingram again. This time the pass is broken up, bringing up 2nd and 10. Eli then drops back and finds Ellison down the seam, and that's going to move them up to the 24. A couple plays later on 2nd and 7, Barkley gets the handoff off the right side, and he'll pick up the first down, and now the Giants have it at the 14. Eli under center looking to fire quick. The pass is batted down incomplete, which brings up this play on 2nd and 10. Eli with the 7-step drop fires into the end zone and is caught for the touchdown. So clearly the Giants had no issues with responding to our opening drive touchdown, and now the pressure's back on us to come out and execute. But on our next drive on 3rd and 7, Bridgewater hits Thompson down the seam, and that'll move us down to the Giants 34. The next play, Grant gets the handoff and goes nowhere, gets tackled pretty much in the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bridgewater then snaps it from the gun. The Giants send pressure. Teddy dials up the deep ball, and it's batted down incomplete. I just had to test the one-on-one coverage outside, but unfortunately the DB was able to make the play there. And speaking of making the play or not making the play, Quincy Enunwa drops it on 3rd and 10, which forces us to try a field goal, and we take a 10-7 lead here in the 2nd quarter. So now we get to see how the defense responds after giving up a touchdown the last series. Manning drops back looking to take a shot, but is under pressure, evades a tackler, but he's still under pressure, and he finally gets brought down by Quinnen Williams at the 11-yard line. What a play by Q Will. I had to show the highlight here. He was just relentless on that play. Even after missing him the first time, he still stuck with the play and finally brought down Manning for the sack. So now the Giants are backed up to 3rd and eternity. Manning drops back and dumps it off to Saquon Barkley as his only option, and that play is only going to gain a couple, but our defense is able to force a 3-and-out there. Our next drive starts with the toss play to McGuire. He's going to pick up about 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater then takes the snap under center, tries to hit McGuire on the swing pass, and he's going to lose yardage on the play, bringing up 3rd and 3. Bridgewater then drops back and finds Grant underneath. He makes the grab, and that'll move the chains. Then a couple plays later, Bridgewater from an empty set finds Grant again. This time he'll move it all the way up to the 20-yard line, and now the Jets are getting in the rhythm here on offense. But then this happens. Bridgewater tries to find Bellamy in the end zone. The pass is deflected, and the Giants are right there for the interception. So in hindsight, maybe I was being a little too aggressive there, but I don't know. I still believe in letting my players have an opportunity to go make plays. It just didn't work out for us in that last drive. But anyways, as we get back to the Giants series, Eli takes a snap out of an empty set and delivers a pass to Evan Ingram at the 40-yard line. And so far this drive, the Giants have just been dinking and dunking it all the way downfield. But the false start penalty here is going to knock him back to a 1st and 15. Eli out of the gun dumps it to Evan Ingram. He slips out of a couple tackles, but Jamal Adams is right there to lay the boom. Ingram's coughs it up and Mosley recovers it, and he's off to the races before finally being brought down at the 6-yard line. Jamal Adams is just a beast out there every single game. I don't know what else can be said about him. He's just the enforcer on this defense. There's no other way to call it. Now, after the fumble recovery, we have 1st and goal at the 6. Bridgewater fires it quick into the end zone and is caught by Thompson for the score. So thanks to Jamal Adams and CJ Mosley, we now extend our lead to 10, and we're still not done as Bridgewater takes a snap out of the gun and delivers a pass that's caught by Quincy Enunwa at the 44. Next play on 1st and 10, looking to set up the screenplay to Grant. He makes the grab, tries to juke his way through coverage, but ends up getting brought down at the 35. Next play on 2nd and inches, Bridgewater scrambles and turns on the speed, taking it all the way down to the 17-yard line before finally being tackled. But unfortunately, the drive stalls there and we're forced to settle for 3. But we'll take that though, because it puts us in a pretty comfortable spot here, being up 20-7. And with the way that our defense has played the last couple of drives, there really shouldn't be too much to worry about here. So we'll see if that can continue. As Eli hands it off to Barkley on 1st and 10, he jukes his way through defenders and he'll take it down to the 37-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 1. Manning then gets it out quick to his receiver and he'll be immediately tackled, and I'm not sure if he gained any yardage on that play. But bringing up 3rd and 1, they hand it off to Barkley and he's able to pick up the 1st down pretty easily, as the Giants have gotten in rhythm and are marching their way all the way downfield. But a couple plays later here on 3rd and 3, same deal. Manning finds a wide open receiver for another 1st down, which sets up this on 1st and 10. Just when you thought Avery Williamson wouldn't show up with an interception, he shows up with the ultimate drive killer, picking off Eli Manning at the 3-yard line and giving the ball right back to the offense. As soon as he sees Eli's throwing motion, he knows where the ball is going, and he's in perfect position to make the play. And we've seen this week in and week out from Williamson. He is just having a really special season this year, you guys. Now picking things up on 3rd and 8 in our next series, Bridgewater tucks it and takes off with it, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and some. That'll set us up in Giants territory at the 48-yard line. Bridgewater then hands it to Grant, looking for running room up the middle, but there is none. And the news has just come in on Le'Veon Bell's injury from earlier today, and it is not good. Le'Veon's going to be out for quite some time with a broken collarbone. But then adding insult to injury, check out what happens here on 3rd and 9. Grant makes the grab and gets tackled on a similar play like Le'Veon Bell did, and now he goes down with an injury. But fortunately though, it's not that bad because he is given the option to return later in the game. But as you guys can see, we end up settling for 3 on the drive, and that'll officially put this one in the bag. The final score in this one, you guys, is 23-7, as neither team really did much in terms of yardage overall, but it mostly came down to takeaways, and at the end of the day, we just made enough plays to get the job done. Anyways, you guys, that's all the time I've got for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.